Hello everybody, my name is Therese. I'm 19 years of age, I'm from County Offaly and I'm in my second year of Holy Family Mission. I think all of us have had the experience of failure in our lives before. We don't always get everything right, we don't always succeed. Growing up, I had a very happy childhood. I have two very loving, dedicated parents who brought me up in the faith. But as an older child and teenager, I spent a lot of my life trying to be someone that I wasn't. I had a huge fear of failure, and I didn't think I was good enough. So I would have very high standards for myself, and I put a lot of pressure on myself to excel at everything I did. So I'd have to get excellent grades, come first in my running races, play really well in the camogie pitch, have a perfect figure, and so on. Anything less wasn't good enough for me. Mother Theresa said, God doesn't require us to succeed. He requires that we try. And this is so true. But for me, as a child and a teenager, anything less than excellent made me feel like I was worthless or that I was failing. And no matter how many perfect grades I got, no matter how many awards I won, no matter how many things I won in sport, I didn't feel fulfilled. I wasn't happy with myself. I was constantly in fear of the next thing, the next challenge. If I came first in a race in school, the next thing would be the county finals. And if I got through in that, it would be the Leinsters and then the All-Ireland. If we don't have peace within ourselves, no amount of success will help fix that. And so in everything, I didn't feel like I was good enough. I wanted to fit in. I wanted to feel like I was worth something. And even in primary school, I really wanted all of the guys and the girls to like me. And so I would people please, I would give in to peer pressure, and I really compared myself to other people. In the last 2 years of primary school, there was this ridiculous thing in my school where some fine young gentlemen would put great thought into organising a little date for me in the fellas' toilets for a kiss. And I really did not like these dates. I had a fear that I would disappoint them or that they didn't think that I was good enough. And so in everything, I was just longing to be loved and to feel like I was worth something. When I was 15 years of age, my parents brought me and my 3 younger brothers to a week-long summer retreat called Cana, which is for married couples and families. And the parents have their own program, and the kids go into different age groups for a week of games, music, Bible stories, and lots of fun. And the year that I was there was a group of American young people from an organisation called Focus, which is the Fellowship of Catholic University Students, and they do evangelisation on university campuses, and they were volunteering with the kids that year. And there was one young lady from that group called Christina, and she really took an interest in me, and we really connected very quickly. And I admired her so much. She was such a gentle and joyful young woman, and I could really see that she was on fire with love for Jesus. As I watched her pray in the chapel or when she was talking about God and the faith, it was so clear to me that she had a real relationship with Jesus and that she knew him personally. And Christina really inspired me, and I really wanted what she had. So during that week, I tried to be really open to all that we were doing, and I tried to really pray with my heart. One of the evenings, we were in the chapel and we were doing Eucharistic adoration. And in that time before Jesus, I really poured my heart out to him. I told him that I wanted to feel good enough, that I wanted to feel loved. I handed over my fears to him, my worries, my pressures, and all that was going on in my life. And in that moment of surrender, I really felt the Lord say to me that he loved me, his daughter, and that he thought that I was good enough. In this moment, of experiencing and encountering God's love, I became totally overwhelmed and I burst into tears. Like, imagine I, as a 15-year-old girl, experiencing for the first time that God, the creator of the universe, was my father, that I was his daughter, that he had a plan for my life that no one else could fulfill, and that he said that I was good enough. After leaving Cana that week, I really decided to make my faith my own. Instead of just praying when my parents told me to with my family, I took time out every day to go into my room and to spend time with Jesus. I really desired to have a friendship with Jesus and to live out what I saw Christina doing during that Cana week. I bought myself a journal, and every day I would write prayers in it. I would thank Jesus for the blessings he was giving me. I would ask him to help me with things. I would pray for people. And I started to read the Bible a bit more as well. And one Bible verse that really stood out to me and really helped me a lot in my feelings of unworthiness and my fears was Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And this Bible verse continues to comfort me and to give me confidence and trust in God and his grace working through me. A few months after the Cana retreat, I went to my first U2000 retreat. And U2000 run retreats and prayer meetings for young people aged 16 to 35. And during that retreat, there was mass, there was adoration, confession. They had some brilliant talks and workshops, and there was fabulous praise and worship. And again, I met some really joyful young people who either had or wanted a relationship with Jesus. And that retreat really showed me that I wasn't alone in my faith, and that I could have faith and friends. And during that weekend, I went to confession and there was a healing service. And the Lord really showed me again his great love and his mercy for me. And he reminded me that I was his daughter, that I was good enough, that I was heaven bound, and that he thought that I was worth dying for. U2000 really gave me the confidence to start living out my faith and sharing it with other people. The summer before I went into sixth year, so my final year of secondary school, I was thinking about what college course I wanted to do. I wanted to do primary teaching, but I wasn't sure what college to do it in. And Holy Family Mission kept popping up for me. I was hearing about it from friends who had done it, and my first cousin had just spent a year here, and I could really see a transformation in him and in his walk with the Lord. And I had a hunger to grow in my relationship with Jesus, and I really wanted to learn more about my faith and to be able to share it with others and to defend it better. And so I also felt that before I went to college, I needed a firm foundation in my faith because I still didn't feel fully confident or felt like I knew it. And so in January or February, I went to a family day here at Holy Family Mission with my family, and I really loved the place. And I got to see the community like working together, and I was able to chat to them a bit and stuff. And as I prayed more about it, I really felt the Lord calling me to apply. And so I did, and thank God I was accepted. And the Lord blessed me so much in my year at Holy Family Mission last year. I really grew in my relationship with Jesus through my own personal prayer, through the daily mass and holy hour. And I really realized that my relationship with Jesus is the most important thing in my life. It is so much more important than popularity, than success, than people's approval or anything else. Like, the things of this earth will pass away, but my life with Jesus in eternity will last forever. I also learned a lot more about God, about myself and my faith through the catechism and Bible studies. And God started to really show me my identity and my dignity last year. I really felt that I could become more free in myself, and for the first time since being a young child, I really felt that I could fully be myself. Before, I just thought I wasn't good enough. I was afraid of what other people would think of me. And I thought that I had to be what they expected or wanted me to be. I still struggle with fear, but Jesus is working through with me. And I know that his grace is enough. I know that he did not give me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-control. And God has shown me that he is trustworthy and that I can rely on him and his grace instead of my own abilities. As I surrender to him and give everything over to him, I know that he will take care of me, and he has shown me that this gives me freedom and confidence in him. Unfortunately, our year ended a bit early last year due to COVID, so we finished up in March. And when I went home, I was planning on accepting my deferred course of primary teaching in Maynooth, but there was this niggling in my heart that I should try and see if I could defer it again and apply for a second year of Holy Family Mission. And so the Lord opened the doors, and I'm back here again for more. Year 1 of Holy Family Mission is focused mainly on formation, and then if you come back to do a second year, it's focused mainly on mission. And this year, due to the coronavirus, our mission looks a bit different and is kind of reduced, but I really feel so blessed and privileged to be back, to be able to grow more, to experience the Lord and to serve him. And so I'd like to just thank you so much for listening to me share a bit about my story and how God has worked in my life. We'll be praying for you here at Holy Family Mission, and we'd really appreciate if you would do the same for us. Thank you so much, and may God bless you all.
Thank you, Therese. As you can tell, Therese is a great blessing to all of us here, so we're delighted that you're part of our community. So thank you so much for sharing so openly how the Lord has worked in your life. And thank you all again, as I've said before, for supporting this mission and making this kind of thing possible, that young people can meet the Lord in a much more deep way and experience his healing power. So thank you to you all. And we'll maybe see you on Thursday for another testimony after Mass. God bless.